Go.
So we just wanted to take a minute to explain how using that witnessing card, how effective it is. After using it roughly 2,000 times, there's always been very positive responses with just about 4 rejections. So that's what we're going to do right now, and I just want to put a little display on exactly how that works and how simple it is. That in less than 40 seconds you can have someone ask you to explain them the gospel. So, here we go. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Wayne. What's your name?
Anastasia.
Oh, good to meet you,
You
Anastasia.
too.
Do you like art?
I love art.
Oh, that's awesome, because the Lord gave me a piece of biblical artwork about 10 years ago. And do you mind if I share it with you?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I just have to carry one on me in my wallet. And this is it.
Oh, wow. This is cool. So this is in relation to God?
Would you like me to explain it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, here we go. This is called He Heard My Cry, and this is the valley of shadow and death down here. And these are pilgrims coming home, but they have something in their hearts. They have a love for God etched in their hearts. And you can see how they're coming towards the tree, and that's called the tree of life. And then what it is they're being drawn, and just as they're being drawn, they're coming under the tree. See how they are on the other side? How they're raised, how their robes white, that's robes of white righteousness. But there's something else. They have no shadow, but they have a shadow. Do you know why the shadow represents their sin in their past? But when they come under the tree of life, under Calvary's cross, you can see how they are on the other side with no shadow. And that's because Jesus buys our past and our sin right there at Calvary's cross. And that's why they're raised that way. And they're ushered into the kingdom of God through the veil,
Wow.
into his presence. And there's one other picture on the other side here. And this is also just a different perspective. But you can see God's face in that veil. You can see Jesus' face far beyond recognition. And that was prophesied in Isaiah 52:14, 700 years before the time of Christ. And there it is, it says in there that Jesus' face was far beyond recognition. And the reason for that was very simple, that Jesus became man, he became like us, to identify with our condition. And then after he identifies with our condition, not as a man, but also our condition spiritually, on the cross, he got marred beyond recognition in order to change places with us. And that's what he did.
Awesome.
And that's what he did. He gave us his righteousness for our unrighteousness. He gave us his cleanness for our uncleanness. He gave us his worthiness for our unworthiness, because for God so loved the world, he gave his son. And that's what he does for us. That whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Isn't that awesome? Is there any reason that you would be want to do that? Well, I'd like to give this to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice meeting you.
You too.